Hi, we have a special guest today. We have a supplier with a company, one of our biggest suppliers from Drive Medical, and he's going to showcase a brand new walker that has just come out on the market, and it's called the Lift Walker. So Nate, we're ready. And I'm going to be showing it while you're talking.
Just like this is a two-button walker. It's called the Lift Walker. It's designed to actually help people get up and out of a chair. So traditionally,
kind of like a lift chair, so to speak.
Kind of like a lift chair.
Right.
Yeah, this would cross-sell right against it. But typically, when most people get up and out of a chair using a traditional walker, they push down, really only using one major muscle group in their upper body, which is their triceps.
Is that like a pressure point too for walkers? I bet you it does a lot of.
So really, the triceps are really the only muscle group you're firing. So this is a two-person walker. This is designed. One person would lock the front wheels. You lock the front wheels right here.
Let me show this.
You lock those front wheels.
Okay.
And then you telescope up these rods right here.
Oh wow! Look at that. Wait, can you do that one more? I couldn't see you doing it. Okay, so I want to show how easy it is. How much, because you got to remember we're dealing with. So pretty simple. Okay.
So it's a two-person walker again. So it takes one person would be the patient, one would actually help aid in getting this up. So traditionally, again, what you're doing most of the time with most walkers is you push up using just your triceps against your legs. With this walker, it's designed to where one person would be around this side and they would actually hold these rods while the other person...
Melissa, can I borrow you a second? Okay. Let's do the two people, okay? I think it would be better. All right, tell Melissa what you want to do. This is a two-person walker, okay?
So
there's nothing out there like this.
Hold on to these, and the other person would actually just pull yourself up using those rods right there. So the idea behind this product, and that's really it, Melissa. Thanks. The idea behind this product is typically.
Good job.
By pulling yourself up using these rods this way, you're actually firing more muscle groups. You got your biceps, triceps, pectorals, and some of your back muscles. So when you're pulling yourself up, so this is a great piece of equipment. If you have a lift chair, this is great to complement going out to restaurants. What happens when you get up? Somebody either has a gait belt that they wrap around you to lift up, or it's designed to where somebody would actually have to tug you up by your shoulder. So the idea behind...
Hey, you're a physical therapist. Look at this. We have a physical therapist right here.
So this is called a Lift Walker. It's a brand new walker by Drive.
I've never seen like it in the years I've been doing it. It's just really cool.
So have a seat real quick. All right.
We actually have Dr. Wickers.
All right, and then
I know your first
idea behind this is you actually just pull yourself up using these rods instead of pushing down on it. So we've actually found in like a field study that people who have difficulty getting up could with this walker. So if you want to pull yourself up and just kind of limit your legs, I guess, if you will.
Here goes Doctor. Pretend like you have no movement in your legs. See, come on, man. You weren't acting. Do it.
That's the idea. Right. Would you find that a little bit easier than getting out of a traditional?
Well, we'll put him back down and then have him do it.
All right.
I mean, this is good. I mean, we have an actual therapist that went to school for this.
Normally what would happen is when somebody wants to get up and out of a chair at this point, either one person would hold down on this while they lift themselves up and they'd have to push off of those, which really what you're doing is you're using one major muscle group, which is your tricep, just pushing off of that minus your legs, kind of solely looking at it from an upper body standpoint. So that's kind of the idea of the design behind this.
Okay, push yourself up and see if there's a difference.
Oh, yeah, definite difference.
And you being a...
This way they're able to kick in their core.
Yep.
And their...
Yep, you're firing more muscle groups.
Do people... Now, when you say more...
Ideally, you'd like them to be able to stand up with their legs.
Yeah.
But
I think it offers a little bit of both.
Someone has to hold on to this.
It's always a two-person walker. Yeah, it's a two-person walker. So, traditionally, on something like this, you'd lock the wheels, and then somebody would hold this.
Well, that's important to lock the wheels every time.
Yeah, it's stated right here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what would normally happen if somebody, picture yourself not being able to get up, what happens is somebody has to wrap a gait belt around you and tug you up like this, or by your pants. And so what is that doing? It's really actually causing more more harm to the patient taking care of them. So if you figure little Miss Smith and her husband's having difficulty getting up, she could literally just stabilize these bars and allow him to get up versus her actually having to pull something in her back or tug him up by a shoulder, which, you know.
Cool.
Hey, I got a question for both of you, and I know you have a patient back there.
Here.
What, when you're using more muscles, does that mean that the exercise is better, or there's a lesser chance of doing something to one area? Is that the whole purpose of?
Well, when you use more muscles, then you prevent atrophy.
Okay.
And you're able to at least exercise something while you're trying to get up, rather than relying on someone else to do anything for you.
So, as a physical therapist, what do you think? I mean, this is relatively new out in the market,
Brand new, actually.
brand new,
Of course, my job would be to get them out of this. But
right? But I mean, if you're 80 years
for
old, you
pictures,
can't.
just like you talked about, it'd be great.
Somebody
Yeah.
using this, and then you can kind of get them to a point where they're doing this. Or, I mean, really what we're seeing this designed for, I mean, yeah, it's obviously for a general public as well, but, you know, if you really think of like an independent or skilled nursing facilities and those kind of things where, you know, Mrs. Smith is already, let's say, up in her bed, you know, laying down in her bed, to be able to wheel this up right
Did you get
next
that phone
to
call?
her bed and say, okay, it's time to go down to the dinner hall, instead of putting them into a wheelchair and wheeling them down, to be able to offer this, pull them up, and say, all right, you're on your way. Again, this is a two-person or this is a
it's great.
two-button walker,
It's great.
so then they're on their way.
Because then they can start to be able to build up muscles to
Exactly.
where they can get up by themselves.
Yep.
Now, is there any differences? Thanks, man. You did a great
Thanks.
job, Doc. I don't care what anyone says about you. You're all right in my book. All right, so when we look at this thing,
It's a 300-pound weight cap.
Okay.
It's a little bit heavier than your traditional two
I was going to
buttons.
say we need to talk about the specs.
You really, I mean,
Features
you're
and
talking
benefits.
about a 1-inch walker versus like 3/4 or 7/8 like you typically see out there. So it's a little bit bigger tubing on that, which is where that rod.
What's gauge
stems out of.
steel? It looks like it's probably